Well, hello, I'm Natasha. I'm a student at ASU, and I'll be talking to you about what you're dealing with and helping you through it, and we'll work together to come up with a plan to overcome it, okay? First of all, I'd like to go over the confidentiality agreement. Since I am just a student at ASU, I can't offer any formal counseling or any formal form of confidentiality, but I can say that everything we talk about is just going to stay between you and I, and then what I am recording will go to the professor, but that is it. And I still need to report if there's a serious harm to you or others, and if there is an inclination of child abuse or neglect or elder abuse or neglect. Okay. But outside of that, everything, like I said, is going to stay between us, and then after the assignment's over, this recording will be destroyed. Okay. So I'd like to start everything off. Tell me a highlight and a low life of your day.
A highlight would be that I slept in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm usually up by 7, but I got to sleep in until 8:30 today.
Makes a difference.
A low was that I forgot to do dishes, so I had to do them today before I came here.
Hey, we got them done.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that matters, right? All right. So, what are you here for today?
Well, with school starting, I'm starting to feel pretty overwhelmed with things that I have to keep track of and assignments I have to do.
Okay. All right. What are you in school for?
Social work.
Social work? Okay. How are you liking that so far?
It's pretty good. It's my last year, so it's getting more exciting, more
Yeah.
hands-on.
Yeah, you're getting to, what do you mean by hands-on?
I started my internship.
Okay.
With DCS.
Yeah. And are you liking that? What do you do over
there? It's pretty good. I just kind of do trainings. I did a home visit yesterday.
Okay,
really
exciting.
Nice.
Yeah. Finally getting the experience that you've been sitting in class learning about.
Yeah, definitely.
That makes a difference. So internship, school, what else do you have going
on? I work.
Okay, what do you work for?
I work for a nursery, as well as an office job where I just chill, make copies.
Okay.
But the nursery is pretty hectic. Sometimes we have like 17 kids.
Wow.
And most of them are under 5.
Oh, that's a lot.
And there's only 2 of us. Yeah. Which is actually illegal. Yeah. So that's fun.
A lot of kids for not much supervision.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But,
so I do that on the weekends.
Okay, that's great. Are you getting a lot of enjoyment out of that?
No.
Oh, all right. Are you looking for anything different?
No, because the pay is pretty good.
Okay.
So I really can't
that makes
complain
sense.
too much. It's a nice few hours for more money.
Okay. Makes sense. Awesome. So let's see. Internship. How many days a week do you do that?
2 days a week.
2 days.
16 hours.
16 hours. Okay. And then how many days a week do you work?
About 20.
20. 20 hours, and that's 2 days.
Yeah, or 3 days.
2 or 3 days. Okay. And then school. How many days a week?
2 days a week.
2 days a week. Okay. And there's always that extra work that comes along with school. About how many hours do you spend doing homework and studying?
Per week? Let me think about my calculations here.
Yeah, you can say a day.
Yeah, I would say I could devote a day to it.
Okay,
Labor Day weekend, I devoted Labor Day.
Okay, so one whole day. Okay, so just already that's 7 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see why you would be feeling overwhelmed. There is a perceived stress scale that I'd like to go over with you. Can I ask you a couple questions?
Sure.
Kind of gauge mathematically how stressed you might be feeling?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So in the last month, how often have you felt you were unable to control the important things in your life?
What's the scale?
Oh, yes, sorry. 0, which is never. 1, almost never. 2, sometimes. 3, fairly often. And 4, very often. So 0 to 4.
Okay. About 1 or 2.
1 or 2. Okay, that's good. In the last month, how often have you not felt confident about your abilities to handle your personal problems? And we'll define a personal problem as your stress.
Okay. About a 3.
A 3. Okay. A little on the higher side. Fairly often you feel a little bit self-conscious, not as confident in that area. In the last month, how often have you felt that things were not going your way?
I would say a 1.
A 1. Okay, that's good. Well, what if we tie that back into your stress? So let's say things aren't going your way when you feel stressed out.
It's still about a 2. Yeah.
1 or 2. Okay, great. Still good. And then lastly, in the last month, how often have you felt your difficulties were piling up so high that you felt you couldn't overcome them?
Maybe a 3.
A 3?
I'm able to overcome them, but sometimes it just feels like I can't.
Can't as in...
It's just like too much,
Too
or
much.
I don't have enough time,
Okay.
or I have to wait until like the last minute
Okay.
and do it the day it's due or something.
Okay. And are you referring to like schoolwork with that one? Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're struggling a little bit with your time management. Is
Yes.
that about right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I can see that. It sounds like you're doing great so far. I mean, you have an internship locked down, and that's not easy. Not everybody can do that. You're still working. You're still going to school. There's determination and motivation there for sure. You can definitely see that because you are willing to let yourself become stressed, if that makes sense. Okay, so you have that going there. So what do you want to get out of this? What goals do you want to set for yourself?
Let's see. I would definitely like to improve my time management,
Okay.
as well as maybe strategies to kind of manage my stress,
Okay.
become more organized.
Okay. What else do we have? Let's come up with three. Come up with three goals that we want to set for yourself.
Okay. Can you give an example of a goal?
Let's see. Well, you have one, so time management. You want to manage your time better. You want to get things done in a timely manner, is what it sounds like. What was your second one? I'm sorry.
Managing stress.
Oh, your stress. Okay, yes. So let's say if we add all these up and we do the score, you are at about about an 8. Okay. So if I tell you the female average is about a 5, you're definitely above that. So how about a goal could be knocking it down to a 6, at least a 6. So a solid 6. So we would come up with different ways to do that. Time management is a huge thing, and that'll definitely help you with that. So when you feel stressed, can you tell me what's going through your head, what's going through how you're feeling, how you're handling it?
Well, there's a stage of stress where I don't feel anything. I'm just like, oh, it's cool, whatever.
Okay.
I don't need to do that. But then there's like a stage of stress that's more like panic.
Okay.
And so I can like feel like my heart rate increasing, just kind of like aggravated.
Okay.
Just like really like irritated.
Okay. So it sounds like your stress is affecting you physically a little bit. Yeah, and that's okay. We can work through that. What happens? Let's say that's a 0 to a 10.
Okay.
And so your 0 is, you kind of brush it off, and your 10 is that panic, heart racing feeling. What gets you from 0 to 10?
It would be when there's multiple things due within a short like time span, particularly like with schoolwork.
Okay.
Just because usually there's like a set deadline every week, and sometimes there's a lot one week, and sometimes every class has a lot that same week, and then sometimes the next week literally every class has nothing.
Okay.
So it would be like the weeks where there's just a lot to make sure I have to complete.
Yeah, it's completely understandable. When you're working, you're literally doing something 7 days a week, and then you have to figure out how to put in that extra work. So I can understand where that's coming from. So tell me, I want to know a little bit more about what you do for you to kind of cope with your stress.
Okay.
If anything at this point.
Yeah. I usually, by the end of the night, I try to like sit outside because I enjoy my balcony. It's really spacious.
Okay.
It has a nice view. Try to read for leisure, not school.
Yeah.
So like stories that I'm actually like interested in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. You have 2. You have some coping skills. You have some things to get through it. So just overall, I definitely see where you can be stressed. It sounds like you have a lot on your plate. But like I said, you're doing great. You have that internship. You have your work. You have your school. You have a life that you've created for yourself. And of course, stress is going to come along with that. You have great coping skills that you do to kind of calm yourself down. And when you get to that point of that 10, you definitely know how to bring it down. And that's awesome. That's a really good thing. So overall, I'm just going to tell you it's going to be okay. Okay, we're going to work through it. We'll set up a plan. You definitely have great goals here, and so we can work steps and work towards figuring that out, whether it be scheduling or maybe just taking a day for yourself. Maybe, you never know. We'll definitely figure it out, though. Okay. Yeah, well, thank you, and thank you for meeting.